Okay, so how do you hook up your water? Might seem basic at your site until you get to your site and you don't know why you're not getting water inside. You hook up your hose, it's not working. So let's take it step by step. First off, you come over here to your panel. Down here in your panel, right now, you can see that it's set on 3. You see how it's labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's pointing to the 3, this one's pointing to the 5. That is 3, 5, that's normal. Normal means that's normal driving down the road, which means your water pump has got to be providing you your water. We are going to hook up to the city's water, so that's city fixtures. Now if it was on city fill, we'd be filling our tank. It's separate. I did a separate video on that, but hooking up at the campsite, here's what we're going to do. We're going to change this. We're going to go to the city fixtures, because instead of doing normal driving down the road, we are now letting the city give us water pressure. So 2.6, so I move it up to 2. I move it over to the 6. 2.6, city fixtures. I come over here and I hook up the water. So I turn this on first. I already did this once, so I'm not gonna do it very long, but I let the water run out. I just make sure it's clean. I'm just flushing out the line. Kind of like when you're hooking up a fire hose and you turn the hydrant on first and you flush it out. That way no debris gets sent over to your pump. Okay, so I turn my water on. Now we got water going to the RV. Water is, you can take your hose and plug it straight in, but if you did, the hose would be sticking straight out, it'd be kind of hanging down, it'd be torquing on this fitting, which isn't a good idea. The other thing is you'd be under full pressure. Some RV sites have a lot of pressure, more than it's designed to take. So you can buy this pressure regulator. This part right here, it regulates the pressure. It only allows so much pressure to go through to your RV. And then I went to Lowe's and I bought this elbow. You see this elbow right here? See how this curves down? This 90-degree elbow. So I bought this elbow and I screwed it into the pressure regulator. You can buy the pressure regulator at any RV place or even Walmart. And then like I said, I put this elbow on. So now the pressure's straight down. So now it's not torquing on my fitting anymore. So pressure regulator, get your bend in there, you've got it set, you flushed it, now we got water going inside. The next thing we want to do is go inside and change our pump. A little bonus thing, you don't have to do this, I do this. I come back over here and I switch this for a second to city fill. And I don't know if you heard that or not, but you hear it going now. When I put it on city fill, all the air that was in the line just went into the tank, which has got a vent on it. Otherwise, you'll get a lot of air bubbles coming out of your sink sometimes. So anyway, I'm back on my 2.6, your city fixtures. And like I said, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that last step. I just do it to get the air bubbles out. Now when we come inside, you have to turn your water pump off, because right now we were driving down the road, our water pump was on. When your water pump's on, that's what your 3-5 setting is for. You're driving down the road on normal, your normal driving, you got it set on normal, you have your water pump on. That way you have pressure driving. We don't need a water pump anymore. So we turn the water pump off. Like you saw, but the little light for the pump, it goes off. It's on right now. Now the water pump is off. It's in off position, the light's off. So now all of our pressure in our lines is strictly coming out of the city. So make sure you switch this over, and just note to self, when you leave and you're like, man, why don't I have any water? You got it on normal. I'm saying like when you left your house, you got it all filled up and ready to go. You got your water pump on and you got it on normal, it's not flowing. Don't forget to always hit your main power. I know it sounds really basic, but your main power button, wherever your main power button may be, without your main power on, your lights back here, your 12-volt lights aren't gonna work, your water pump's not gonna work, your basic things aren't gonna work. Sometimes you think, why isn't anything working? Just don't forget to hit your main power. Once you leave for your trip, you turn that on, and you don't ever turn it off until you're back home in the driveway and you're putting it away. So that's it. All right, that's how you hook your water up. Make sure you turn your water pump off once you hook to your city fixtures, because otherwise sometimes the pump will try to keep going in the middle of the night, you'll hear it. It's still trying to run, and eventually you can burn your pump out. So, okay, hook up your water. You're done.